I've got two more simple recipes for you today. Low fat, low calorie density. Let's get started. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow a whole food plant-based way of eating. So on my channel, you're going to find lots of recipes that are quick, easy, great for weight loss. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram for more plant-based content. I'm continuing on with my No Spend January, which in part means I'm going to be eating out of my pantry and my freezer. I am going to the grocery store for, of course, fresh things, fresh produce, vegetables, things like that. But for the most part, I'm just clearing out the freezer and the pantry. I'm going to save money and it's going to be delicious. I'm also going to be not eating out. I'm not going to be doing any Amazon shopping. So it's just really a pared down month. Trying to save some money. We don't really need all the things that we think we do. So I'm just going to live super simply this month. And if you want to join in, I invite you to. So today I'm going to be showing you two recipes. One's going to be a massaged kale salad. Very simple, just a few ingredients. And then I'm going to be making a red lentil curry soup. So the first thing I want to do is get my soup going, and then I'll show you how I make my salad. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off the soup with some onions, carrots, and celery, and I'm going to use my chopper to chop these up. And if you have never seen this miraculous little gadget, I'm going to show you how I use it. I usually cut up my celery into these sizes, and then I just, and looky there, we get these nice bite-sized little pieces of celery. So I just do the same with the carrots and the onion. Sometimes if the carrots are a little bit larger, like let's say this, then I'm going to cut them this way, and then they make nice little bite-sized little carrots. So I'm going to chop all these up, and then I'm going to meet you over at the stove. Okay, I've got some water heating up on medium heat. I'm going to add my celery, onions, and carrots to this. Now we're going to let this cook for about 5-6 minutes till these are nice and softened. And this is the way I start all my soups. They all start with pretty much onions, celery, and carrots. All right, so the veggies are nice and softened. Now we're going to add some garlic, and I just use the jarred garlic, about 3 cloves, just eyeballing it. And then just let this cook for like 30 seconds in here. So we're still on medium heat. We're going to add in about 6 cups of water. Then I'm going to be adding one of these yellow curry bouillon cubes. These have a little bit of shea butter, but they're very low in fat, like 1 gram or something. But this has all your curry flavors, and it just takes it to the next level. Now, if you want to use your own curry spices, that's fine, but I'm going for easy. And this was in my cupboard. Then I've got about 4 potatoes, and then about 1.5 cups of red lentils that I've rinsed. You want to make sure you rinse them and you go through them and make sure there's no little rocks or little stones that you can break a tooth on. All right, so we're going to bring this to a boil. And then we're gonna let it simmer until the potatoes are soft, you know, 15-20 minutes, probably 20 minutes. And then I'm gonna blend half of it to make it thicker. And then I'm gonna add, of course, some kale. But while this is cooking, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make my kale salad. For my massaged kale salad, I'm gonna be using some already shredded kale, but I'm gonna chop it up even finer, okay? And then we're going to use a little garlic salt. So I'll be using one of these mini avocados. This is a great source of healthy fat. If you're struggling to lose weight, then this salad might not be for you. But if you're on a weight loss, this is okay to have during your weight loss journey. It's full of fiber and nutrients, and you're really not using that much avocado. You're spreading it over a huge amount of kale. So it really boils down to not that much. And then a little lemon juice. You can use fresh if you have it. I do not. And then I'm just going to sprinkle on about a tablespoon of hemp hearts just for a little more protein. Get some good omega-3s and 6s in here. Again, not using that much. So I'm going to take a huge amount of kale because it is going to shrink down so much once I start massaging in the lemon juice and the avocado. I'm going to use even more than this, but I'm going to start with this, and I just want to show you that this is already shredded, but I want it even finer. You don't have to do this, but I really want little teeny pieces. That's just my personal preference. Now some of this kale I'm chopping up. I'm going to also put it in my soup. So maybe about a cup of this I'll set aside for the soup. And this package of kale does have some stems in there, so if you don't like those, this is the time you can pull those out. Or you can just shred your own, cut up your own, whatever you want. Like I said, this is what I had. So I'm just going to finish chopping this up, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when we put it all together. All right, now this next part gets a little messy. So I'll make sure I have a towel here. The first thing we're going to do is add some lemon juice. And I would say probably at least a tablespoon, maybe 2. We'll just have to see. All right, now we're just going to use our hands and start massaging it. And I'm just going to use my bare hands because this food is for me. So, but of course, if you are cooking for other people, you might want to wear gloves. So that's just my little suggestion because I get comments about stuff like this. Just want to make that clear. All right, so in we go. Massage, and you see how big it is now, and then you're going to see how little it gets especially after I put the avocado in. And this just helps soften up the kale. It helps it absorb all the flavor of the avocado and everything, and takes out some of the bitterness, because a lot of people don't like kale, but they seem to like this salad. All right, so once you have that lemon juice pretty well incorporated, and wipe off your hands. Well, actually, I'm going to go rinse these off. And keep that towel handy because you're going to get messy again. We're going to do the same thing with the avocado. So I'm using a whole avocado here. And if you're using a larger avocado, then you would probably only use half. But these were little minis, that's what they were called, so they were so cute I had to get them. Make sure you get it all out of there. All right, and then again, we're gonna go in with our hands and massage it all in. And this part really gets messy. And if you have somebody in your life that doesn't really like kale, I think they will like this salad. I usually get a good response from people. You can see, look at how much it's going down. So you're getting a lot of kale, which is awesome. Kale's so good for you. All right. I think we got it all mixed in. All right, again, gonna go rinse off my hands, and then we'll finish it up. Now I'm gonna use a little garlic salt. If you're salt-free, you don't need to do this. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of black pepper. Then I'm gonna use a heaping tablespoon of the hemp hearts. Just sprinkle that all the way through. That gives it kind of a nice creamy flavor as well. And then I will use a spoon for this part. And then you just mix it all in. Now you can add other things to it if you want to add tomato or cucumber, but I just like it like this. But you can make it your own. And that's it. All right, I'm gonna give this a taste. There we go, finished product. Looks pretty good. The sun decided to come out and blind me, so all right, I'm gonna take a taste. So good. So the avocado makes it nice and creamy. Got the tang from the lemon. Love the little hemp seeds on there. What I love about the salad is it's even better the next day. It really gets nice and soft, and the flavors just kind of marry. So that recipe that I just made probably is good for 2 people. And you can eat a big bowl like this. It's not going to be very many calories, and it will really fill you up. All right, when the soup's done, we're gonna finish up. Now I'm gonna blend up half the soup so it gets a little bit more creamy. Then we're gonna add that little bit of kale. And then we'll just let this wilt in here for about 5 minutes, and then we will be ready to serve this up, and this looks so good. Can't wait. All right, finished product. And in honor of all the kale I'm eating today, I'm wearing my If Looks Could Kale shirt. I don't know if you noticed that, but that is why I'm wearing it. Okay, sorry about the weird lighting, but I don't know, the sun's doing some weird things behind the clouds, so I can't do anything about that. So I don't know if you can see the soup. I know you saw the picture, but I've got big chunks of potatoes and the carrots. So delicious. All right, let's give this a taste. Super hot. So good. Amazing. Now, even though this is a curry soup, I didn't add any coconut milk because I wanted to keep it low fat. So blending it, half of it will give you that creaminess. And it's going to be a lot lower in fat and calories, so a great weight loss meal. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something. If you did, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And if you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with kale. And that way I know you made it to the end with me, and I really appreciate it. And to me, it also means that you are committed to losing weight and getting healthy by watching this video all the way through, and I'm really proud of you. January can be a tough month for a lot of people because we're starting some new things and we're just kind of out of sorts, but we're going to get through it together. We're just going to remain consistent, eating our low calorie density meals. I say I'm whole food plant-based, but there are times when I use things that are pre-prepared, like I did with the bouillon. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. If using a bouillon cube will make you eat a healthier diet, then please use the bouillon cube. In the beginning, that's what you need to do, is to maybe have a few little shortcuts so you're not so overwhelmed. Anyway, I hope that helps, and remember, all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you.